What's good, yo? Welcome to the 5th episode of Season 1 of 180. I'm your host, Xander Tzadwa, founder of Across the Culture. And today's question in this season of Essential Hip Hop Questions is, how has drill music evolved? So I'm hoping to give the highlights on a timeline, something that you could easily reuse in an explanation to a friend at the party. Drill music, of course, starts in Chicago. Unlike a lot of grassroots and organic subcultures that pop up into the mainstream, the pioneers and the influencers of drill are the biggest names. There aren't many people that predate Chief Keef, SD, Fredo Santana, Tato, Ball Out, S.485, King L, Bibby, Herbo, and Young Chop, of course, being like a sonic pioneer, along with like Paris Bueller and Bandcamp. So, not to mention Dirt. That first crop of drill artists from Chicago that made it are really the first crop of drill artists that were making music like that. It had a sonic template of trap, but became more chaotic, more jarring. Not to mention it's even for rap, it had very hyper local lyrics that I like to describe as like Google Maps. Street shots of like block names, avenues. You're geolocating with like the names of dead ops, and like you're being thrust into block by block beef in a way that even gangster rap didn't do. Around the same time, London is inspired by that, the UK at large, but of course London being at the center of it. But grime was the preeminent, hip hop related form of music at the time. But with a number of groups taking on, similar themes, having music with a similar nature, 150, 67 from Brixton, and we go into Section Boys. UK drill really pops off with Kennington Where It Started by Harlem Spartans. That was one of UK drill's like pioneering, like breakthrough hits. From there, you start seeing a lot of chart successes. Dig Dat does a little something with Air Force, Heady One gets on the chart. UK drill really pokes its head out into the mainstream 2016, 2017. It's more stripped down compared to Chicago drill, and it gives a lot of space for wordplay. UK drill artists, I think, are more tactical and technical with their flows, as well as like booming, like omnipresent vocals like you'd hear in New York drill. Pop Smoke comes to mind, Chef G, even Fabio Foreign. The translation, I think, comes from what blackness looks like in both of those places. A lot of New York drill artists have first, second generation stories. They're not too far removed from their Caribbean or African parents. And a lot of UK drill artists have similar backgrounds. So the slang, the cadences had an easy appeal. And a lot of New York drill's first fans were actually fans of UK drill and Londoners. That explains why drill traveled outside of the States before coming back in and then becoming a mainstream thing. New York drill ultimately gets defined by, again, that like those really pithy, booming flows. In the sonic template of New York drill, it really does rest on UK drill, militant hi-hats and sliding 808s, and just allowing an artist a little more space and not relying as much on the chaos that you can hear today in Chicago drill. That is how drill music has evolved. Thank you for listening and watching. Again, my name is Xander Tzadwa, founder of Across the Culture. Peep the next episode of 180.